To all those people who are lovers of the Illuminati, which is Elizabeth and her whole brood, Charles and Camilla Parker Bowles and William and Kate and Diana. Oh, I have to wonder why people dote on them. They're war criminals. The woman, Elizabeth, her father was illegal. They took my dad down, King Edward VIII, with character assassination. All lies. They had a double that married Wallace Simpson in 37. Same year the Illuminati imposed George the illegal six on the United Kingdom, the British. They're illegal. They knew my father was married to my mom, Claudia Ruth O'Keefe, a school teacher. You know, I have to wonder, because I hope it's not true, that my grandfather, George V, who died in 36, my father became king, he wouldn't go along with the Illuminati, so take orders from them. All this is lies. It's attributed to him. He was married to my mom, who was queen in 36, and the rotten killers, and I'm going to go ahead and say it. I mean, you're talking about the Archbishop of Canterbury, Cosmos Lang, Winston Churchill, illegal George VI, whole bloody, well, now I'm not going to say the whole bloody family. I have some people back that did help me, and some of them are, and I thank them very much, were German heritage, which would date back, I assume, also to my great great grandfather that married Victoria. Remember? I'm named after Victoria. I'm Victoria II. So I guess I'm wondering here, wondering a little off course or here. I've been doing this for a long time. I wonder if I'll see the day that my father's name's cleared and my mother is put to her right position, and me and my children. And these bloody thugs are taken down. Elizabeth, that whole bloody bunch. Diana. You know, I know you're going to get mad at me for saying it. Why shouldn't I say it? It's the truth. She knew about me. No one has attempted. They've covered it up. They've covered up the truth about my father, marrying my mom, about the... I know one relative. Well, I'm not going to say that. There may be more. I have reason to believe there's more, but I'm not going to say that. That has spoken out about who I am. But the British told me, and any fool can go back in all this if they care to, and I bet I'm just going to make everybody furious. I'm fighting for what's mine and my children, and the crimes that are so despicable done to me in this country and by some of my own people. And you put yourself in my shoes. You don't have to know everything that's been done to me and my sons, but one day soon I hope you do. Everybody has to know it. You know, you're sitting there, I'm in rags and tattered, and I've probably told you some of the most important things that history can tell you, not just the takedown of my father. And I want to go ahead and say this about mind control murders, which I started writing about, and Larry Flint was shot. And I say that because everybody knows who Larry Flint is. There's a lot of others you would know, too, that were murdered in the mass killings. Columbine, Virginia Tech next door, the Parkland in Florida, and etc. But, so I don't wander off course here. And I'm going to make this short because I don't have much time. People can think for themselves. They get mad at me for telling the truth. That's the way it's been. They got mad at my dad. That's a bunch of lies. He's married to my mom. He refused. He had integrity. Something that's missing from this whole line of illegal George VI that became the monarch illegal because the Illuminati took my father down, kidnapped me. He helped and installed his own daughter there, illegal Elizabeth, and that whole lineage of crooks. Um, Now where am I? I wanted to get to this. They were talking about Oxford University. I've told you what Henry Kissinger's part on the 18 and a half minute gap was. It was subpoenaed by the Watergate Commission, and oh boy, it was something else. The world should see Henry Kissinger, Secretary of State, Secretary of Defense under Nixon. You should all be in that position. See how you feel. I see your sons done the way mine, they're heirs, because of who we are. We didn't commit any crimes unless you want to call it being born committing a crime. My father didn't commit a crime. He had integrity, something that's missing in all this. What's the proper word? Obscure? They don't got it. Elizabeth and that whole bloody bunch have had a chance to tell the truth all these years, and yes, they know. Now I want to get to this part. Henry Kissinger is now part of the globalist way up there, always has been part of the Illuminati. Your global government chips you. Biblical. And I totally can see that now after I started doing research. What else was I going to say? I was going to say this in response to a lot of people that become the Illuminati that are, well, they're from the United States. They're the ones that Roosevelt's, etc., that invaded the UK, took down my father. But part of my own people did. Winston Churchill was buddies with Eisenhower, Truman, and JFK. That had helped kidnap me. His dad was made ambassador to England. 36 to they kicked him out in 46, and JFK helped kidnap me. Now I've lost my train of thought. I'm tired and seems to be getting me nowhere. And I can't let my father die. The lies that are being told about him still. My dad didn't do any of that. He deserves better. Much better. I guess what I was saying about Oxford, a lot of the Freemasons have gone there. And I mean, they're here. They're the ones here, and it's just another word, Illuminati. I had to take down my dad and lied. My mom, Claudia O'Keefe, never married. My father never married Wallace, the spy. That was a double. But Chelsea Clinton was the daughter of President Bill and Hillary. She went to Oxford, and she was so proud of her father because he sent Bennett or Mitchell over to broker the Irish treaty, I think they called it. You remember Ireland, everybody's forgotten it, but Ireland was the one that the United States supported and sent in to bomb the UK. You remember all that? I bet you Prime Minister Margaret Thatcher would remember it. Hope she's in a place, I think she's a good lady. She had twins, Mark and Carol. So you don't hear anything about them anymore. I remember, well, I'm not going to say that. I guess too, yeah. I think Prime Minister Thatcher was a good lady. I guess that's all I was going to say. I mean, I could go into talking about people that you think are so great that the public, let me say that, rephrase it, about the Bloomingdale tapes that were missing also about, how about the 18.5 minute gap that Henry Kissinger had somebody laid out. And I guess I'll go. Anyway, what was I saying so that I don't get accused of being scattered and everything, trying to put things together? The Bloomingdale tapes, Ronald Reagan. Yeah. You'll probably never see those. They were back when I was doing the book in 76. A lot of things started happening. about mind control, and Larry Flint was shot. A lot of other people. It will blow your minds. There's one on there that will absolutely tear people up if they find out. If they, well, I've posted it years ago. I stopped posting it. Didn't do any good. Um, but anyway, I'm getting sidetracked there, so I'm just going to let it go. The Bloomingdale tapes were going on back then, and it involved, people hate. I don't like pornography, but look at the people I'm talking about. They're in your government. They're the scum of the earth. Go ahead and say it. You should see what was on the Bloomingdale tapes. Now, I do know that Mr. Flint supposedly had copies. There were people who died that had these Bloomingdale tapes. Bloomingdales, by the way, were best friends of Nancy and Ronald Reagan. In fact, Alfred Bloomingdale's wife lived in the White House with Nancy Reagan. I want to stop here because Mr. Flint, they went in trying to steal the tapes from him after he got them, but there were people killed before he got a hold of them. There was something else I was going to say there, but I'm tired and getting old. Yeah.